Good morning, children. So today you are going to learn about this simple machines. Okay, simple machines. Now, children, what is mean by simple machine? That means the things which help us to do our work easier and faster. They are known as the tools, right? If they are simple or some of them are complex. Okay, these tools which help us to do our work easily without much effort, they are the simple machines. They are the machines. Okay, so the machines are the tools, right? Machines, they are the tools for doing. See, if you are drawing a picture, you may use some instruments, right? Whether the pencil or the scale. So these are what we call it as the tools, right? The same way, these machines are of two types. Okay, the simple machines as well as complex machines. Okay, the simple means in the structure, in its structure, it is very simple. Okay, even these simple machines without the electricity, it will work, and day and night you can use it. Okay, so they are simple and low cost also. And if the complex means, from by the word itself, they are complex. If some two or more simple machines attached together and forms the complex machines. Understood? So for example, here the simple machines, scissor, or you can say blade, they are simple machines. But here complex machine, if washing machine, we are saying inside there is blade, and then motor is there inside, then buttons are there, the whole body to join together, they are using the screws, nuts, so many simple machines added and attached here in the complex machine, then only they made. Understood? So this complex machine, for that it need the electricity also to work, and it is costly also. Okay, so understood simple and complex machines, the machines which help us to both the machines, whether it is a simple or complex, both are helping us to do our work easier. Understood? Now in this class, they actually, these machines, these simple machines, they change the direction of the force applied. Okay, or whether it is increase or decrease where we are applying the force. Okay, and see, direction it will change. And these simple machines, if you are taking this year, now you are learning 6 types of simple machines. Okay, 6 types. The first one, it is actually lever. Then second one, you will learn about wheel and axle. Then you will learn about this one, what inclined planes. Then you will learn about screw. Then fifth one, you will learn about wedge. And the sixth one is pulley. These all simple machines you will learn. Okay, so today I am explaining about a lever. Okay, this lever. Lever, if I am saying, I will explain it. There are actually classes of levers. Okay, 3 classes of levers are there. First class lever, second class lever, and third class lever. Okay, so if we are saying about lever, they are actually a rigid rod only. Okay, it's a rigid rod. Okay, rigid rod that actually freely move around a fixed point. Okay, so this lever, it consists of 3 things. One, it is the load. Second, we can say fulcrum, and the third, we can say effort. Okay, these 3 things are there in the lever. Okay, so load means where we are keeping the things to do the work. it's an object only. Okay, that is the load. And fulcrum means it is the fixed point where we are applying this lever, this rigid rod, keeping on the fulcrum, so that we can apply the force over there. Okay, then it will turn. Then effort means it is the force what we are applying. Understood? These three are there: load, fulcrum and effort. Okay, so here load, it is the object. Okay, load is the object, and fulcrum, it is the actually the fixed point. Okay, it's a fixed point, and effort is the force we apply. Okay, effort is the force we apply. Clear? Now on this basis, its position will be changed. Okay, in different instruments, different tools, these three things position will be changed. According to that, first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. Now listen, see how it is. In first class lever, actually the this fulcrum. Okay, fulcrum will be come in the middle. If we are saying about it, this is the rod. Okay, so here in this rod, actually fulcrum is coming in the center. Okay, fulcrum is here, and then here it is the load. This is the load, and the last here we are applying the force, so that is the effort. Okay, understood? It is the fulcrum. Here only joint. So for this one example, we can say scissor. Okay, scissor. You all are using this scissor, right? Scissor, and this way. Okay, so here see children, here this is the middle point, right? Middle point, that is the fixed point. These two are joining. So this is what we call, this is the fulcrum. Okay, fulcrum. I am writing here F. F means fulcrum. And here these are the places where we are applying the force. So here it comes this what it is the load. Okay, we can say this here it is the effort. Okay, effort, you are applying the force, so there I am writing E. It is the E, and we are keeping the things here to cut, whether it is a paper or it is a strip or something what we are cutting it. So we are keeping the things here, so here will be the load. Okay, load in the middle we keep, and when we keep the force over here, that fulcrum, that means applying the force here, it joint point, and it will be work on it. Okay, so this is on the basis of first class lever. Okay, see the picture according to this. Okay, now the second one, if I am saying the second class lever. Okay, second class lever, in second class lever also the same way we are making the rod, and here actually load is coming in between. Okay, load coming in the between, and here will be the fulcrum, and here is the effort. Okay, the force applying, effort, fulcrum and load. Okay, so for this example we can say the nutcracker. Nutcracker is a very good example for this, or we can say the bottle opener. Bottle opener also comes in second class lever only. Okay, so here if we are saying about the nutcracker, okay, nutcracker, how it will be? Okay, here actually we are applying the force this side only, so it is the effort. Okay, effort, and here actually this is the joint, it's a fulcrum point. Okay, and the middle center of the portion we are keeping the nuts. Okay, so that when we press, then it will break. So this is the load. Okay, so comes under fulcrum, load, and effort. Understood? So this is the example for this. And we can say wheelbarrow. Okay, that also be an example, wheelbarrow. So here for bringing that waste in a trolley type, that only wheelbarrow. Okay, now the third one is the next third class lever. Okay, in third class lever, the same way again. And here if we are saying here is the load, we are keeping the load here, and here we are applying the force, so it is the effort, and here is the fulcrum. Okay, here is the fulcrum. This is the point where it joins. Now see, for this example I can give the best example you people are also using, right, while covering the copies and some after doing the worksheets, attaching the papers. So we are using the stapler. Okay, so stapler is a good example. So for stapler, when we are saying, see this way, right, one side and another side. Okay, so here only the joined, right, this is the joined, so it is the fulcrum, right here fulcrum, and here it is actually the effort. That means when we are pressing it, we press on the middle portion only. So here this portion, it is the effort. Okay, we can say it is the effort, and this place we are keeping the load, so load will be coming here. So that means this paper, if whether we are keeping the paper, then it is the load. Okay, here. So according to this is the stapler. It according to it work on the basis of third class lever. Understood this one? So this only levers. That means the different classes of levers are first class lever, second class lever, and third class lever. Okay, in the first class lever, what is there in the middle? Fulcrum is in the middle, and in the second class lever, the load is in the middle, and the third class lever, effort is in the middle. Understood? Now children, read this books very careful, that means properly you have to read it. Lots of confusion will be create in this topic. Okay, only three things are we have to take care: the position of the load, fulcrum, and effort. Okay, these things only. Okay, where we are keeping the object, that is the load, and where the joined point is there, that is the fulcrum, and the where actually applying the force, that is the effort. Okay, so for this very good example, I can say that the this one, what, it's actually a rigid rod. For example, see a big stone. Okay, big stone, that will be the load. Okay, and here we have to, if we are picking that load up, it is not possible to change its position. Okay, it's very heavy, we can't lift up. So what we will do, we can lift this from one place to another by using this rigid rod. Okay, so one rigid rod we will keep it there and below this. Okay, and here we are applying the force, so this is the effort. Okay, and this rigid rod, it is the lever. Okay, and here there is a point where one small stone also we will keep. Okay, so that we can apply the force. It is joined position only, this load as well as the rod joined together with this position, so it is the fulcrum. Okay, and now see, when we are applying the force below, down only, along on this small stone, that time with the heavy force, this object will lift up and it changes its position. So by shifting here, then it will change its position. Understood? This only lever. Okay, only you have to take care of this position of the load, fulcrum, and effort. According to that, you can say the examples you can give. If some examples, some small simple machines given to you and asking you to classify these objects on the basis of the first, second class lever. So you have to take care by taking it and apply the force and see, and where you are keeping the load, where is the joining point. That these such things, if you are looking, you can classify it easily. Okay, children. So children, take care. Thank you. Have a nice day.